Good morning, students. Uh, Happy to see and very happy to listen to this class. And I hope everyone is doing good. The previous classes, I started Unit-5, reading a Havoc of flood, and two parts we completed. Today, I would like to begin Part-3, that is the rest of the lesson. So before I start, some of the new words and which we may come across while reading this lesson. So I'll write on the board. You please note it down, those words. The first one, inflatable. That means here that which can be filled with air, which can be filled with air. And next one, reluctant. Reluctant. Unwilling. Groping. Groping. Trying and finding, trying and finding, something, something that cannot be seen, that cannot be seen. Pathetic. Pathetic. Causing pity. And catastrophe. Catastrophe. A disaster. Plight. A difficult and sad situation. A difficult and sad situation. Right, students, look at the board. That we give a clear clarification about this glossary. Inflatable. So మనం చదువుకున్న పారాగ్రాఫ్ లో వచ్చే వర్డ్స్ ఇవి. Inflatable, that which can be filled with air. So inflatable boats అని వస్తుంది లెసన్ లో. That boats are filled with air that can flow on water easily. And reluctant. Some people are unwilling to leave their houses. So they are very reluctant to leave their houses even though the huge or massive water are reached into their houses, but they are reluctant to leave their houses. So ఆ sentences లో ఈ word వస్తుంది unwilling. And groping. So some people are streamed away, they are thrown away in the water, and they are at the time they are groping. That means they're trying to find that cannot be seen. They're trying to find వారు పోగొట్టుకున్న వస్తువులు కానీ సో వాళ్ళు లూజ్ అయిన ఏవి whatever the things they are groping and pathetic. So after the flood is over, so when the relief team has entered to certain places, they could see a pathetic situation. That means they are very causing a pity. చూడటానికి చాలా దీన దయగల స్థితులు, చాలా భయంకరమైన స్థితులు, situations. And next one, catastrophe. Catastrophe, that means a disaster. Here what kind of disaster? Here a flood. Flood is a natural disaster and a plight. So difficult and sad situation. And these words we come across while reading this para. Okay, please all of you write in notebook. After write, let me read out this para. So 30 relief camps. Please open the textbook and let us see the paras and what we did. 30 relief camps were opened in Kurnool to provide food and shelter. At least 25,000 people are rendered homeless. So at the time, the government has arranged 30 relief camps. At the time, at least 25,000 people they are rendered homeless. That means they became homeless people and they were provided food and shelter. Many people lost everything they had at the time, at the pathetic situation. Many people they lost everything what they had. Apart from seeking the help from the army and the navy, the government requisitioned in the sense that requested the personnel of the disaster management response force from Arkonam in Tamil Nadu, a transport aircraft and 30 inflatable boats and an equal number of fiberglass boats. So ఇక్కడ గవర్నమెంట్ తమిళనాడు డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ ని అంటే తమిళనాడు స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్ ని ఏమని రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తుందంటే ప్లీజ్ ఈవెన్ డిజాస్టర్ మేనేజ్మెంట్స్ కూడా ప్లీజ్ సెండ్ 30 inflatable boats. That means the boats which can float with the air and filled with the air and the fiberglass boats also please send అని ఒక రిక్వెస్ట్ అనేది గవర్నమెంట్ పంపించింది. Although next para చూడండి. Although water rose to the roof level వరకు హ్యూజ్ గా ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతూ ఉన్నప్పటికీ people were reluctant to leave their houses. Here the word reluctant, that means they are unwilling. They are unwilling to leave their houses even though the water reached the floor or the roof. They were still grouping for their valuable things. ఇల్లు విడిచి వెళ్ళట్లేదు and they are searching what they lost. They are grouping, that means here they are finding or they are trying to find that cannot be seen. That means వాళ్ళ వాల్యుబుల్ థింగ్స్ ఏవైతే పోగొట్టుకున్నారో ఆ యొక్క ఫ్లడ్లో వాటి కోసం వెతుకుతూ ఉన్నారు. అదే అక్కడ సిచ్యువేషన్. నెక్స్ట్ పేరా చూడండి. The pathetic plight was the people of villages hurried to safer places for their lives, leaving everything they had, houses, properties, lands and cattle. Pathetic plight. So difficult and sad situation was that the people of the villages hurried. They quickly ran to safer places for leaving everything in the sense here houses, properties, even lands and cattle and everything they left and they ran for their to the safer places. Heart-rending sights were welcomed when they were back home after flood catastrophe. So after this catastrophe has ended or finished or has gone, when they come back their homes, the fantastic heart-rendering places, situations welcomed them. చాలా హృదయ వికారమైన పరిస్థితులు వాళ్ళకి స్వాగతం పలికి. ఎలాగంటే చూద్దాం. Poor cattle or cows and calves, buffaloes and bullocks and another domestic animals unaware of what was to come. They don't know because they are animals. They don't expect. They don't unaware. అవన్నీ కూడా వారి యొక్క షెడ్స్లో కట్టివేయబడి ఉన్నాయి. But people are very intelligent and they ran. They don't think about their animals and domestic animals and everything they left. They were submerged under water. And they had died and they were fastened to their sheds. The grief struck the people, stood aghast. Aghast ante meaning ఏంటంటే filled with horror and surprise. Their paddy fields are completely submerged under the water, and which were about to be reaped. The paddy fields, actually this happened in the month of September and automatically వరి చేలు paddy fields అనేవి ఏమవుతాయి అంటే they are ready to ripe. ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఈ యొక్క ఫ్లడ్ రావడం అనేది ఎన్గ్లఫ్డ్ అంటే అమాంతంగా ఈ ఫ్లడ్ ఏదైతే వచ్చిందో, క్యాటస్ట్రోఫ్ ఏదైతే వచ్చిందో, ఎన్గ్లఫ్డ్ అమాంతంగా మునిగిపోవటం, ఫ్లో ఓవర్ కొట్టుకుపోయింది బై ద మాసివ్ ఫ్లడ్. ఇదంతా కూడా ఒక సాడ్ సిచ్యువేషన్, ఒక మర్చిపోలేనటువంటి కర్నూలు పీపుల్కి ఒక మర్చిపోలేంటి ఒక గొప్ప ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అన్నమాట. Next para. The government officials and volunteer organizations that arrived at the spot witnessed the badly damaged roads, railways and collapsed bridges. తర్వాత గవర్నమెంట్ కానీ, వాలంటీర్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ కానీ, NGOs organizations కానీ, when they visit the places, they found the badly damaged roads and bridges and everything they saw. This is about a part of the lesson. Okay, so the next class, let me complete some part of the lesson. So meanwhile, what you want to do? Read the lesson from top to, and from the beginning. ఇప్పటి వరకు కొంత పార్ట్ చెప్పుకుంటూ వస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఒక పార్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత మళ్ళీ బిగినింగ్ నుంచి లెసన్ చదువుకురండి. దెన్ అప్పటి వరకు అయిన పారాగ్రాఫ్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అప్పుడు చేయండి. చూడండి, మీరు పారాగ్రాఫ్ ఆన్సర్ చేసేటప్పుడు, మీ వర్క్ బుక్లో ఆన్సర్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఆల్రెడీ ఐ టోల్డ్ యూ బిఫోర్ ఏం చెప్పానంటే, సో సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్ యూ మై నాట్ ఫైండ్ ద ఆన్సర్ ఫ్రమ్ ద పారాగ్రాఫ్లో కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్కి ఆ పారాగ్రాఫ్లో మీకు ఆన్సర్ దొరకవు కాబట్టి లెసన్ మొత్తం మీద దొరుకుతాయి అంటే. సో అటువంటి క్వశ్చన్కి ఏం చేయాలంటే లెసన్ బిగినింగ్ నుంచి మీరు చదవాలి. I hope I understand my words and you could follow. Thank you.